What's up, swing hitter snacks here. We're going to jump in and do our watch list for September 18th, 2025. Yesterday was FOMC day. Got quite shaky intraday, right? Super volatile, something we did expect. But I don't know that I didn't expect it. It was one of the two scenarios that I planned for, but we're ripping, guys. We are gapping up big time. So I think it means we're just going to have to pump the brakes, right? I don't want to get chopped up. I'm beyond that. I don't have FOMO, right? I'm not gonna get chopped up. So we were already pretty extended. If we had more of a flat open, and I'll go ahead and talk through the two scenarios or a scenario that could get me into something today, but it could just be half size. I'm gonna be pretty cautious until we do get a deeper retracement, more significant correction maybe. What I was hoping for was maybe like a flat open, okay, or even a red open, and we could go red to green and buy something like that, because yesterday we had a bit of a sell and it got bought up again. Something that's been happening for 6 months, right? Every dip has been getting bought. And we did get some sell pressure and it got bought up. But guys, we're just gapping up again on a pretty extended chart. So I can't go too heavy, all right? What I would possibly do is if we get a weak open, so if we get some selling at the open and something that we're getting ready to cover here, one of my triple R plays does go red to green on the day's open, I might consider a half size, okay? But besides that, look, I'm waiting for a deeper retracement and a level where they really step in and show positioning, defend, right? And as long as we just keep gapping up and running away with the market, then the risk level is just higher, right? I'm not going to position too heavy into that. But here is the watch list for today. CELH. Celsius is one that I would like to get into. Ever since the gap up on earnings, I've been looking for a way into this guy, and we haven't had an opportunity. I like it today, and more specifically, I would say this is probably my favorite for today. If we get a weak open that sells off just a bit, and then we get some intraday strength and go red to green on the day's open price, 2 days open price. If we go red to green on that, I might take a stab here at Celsius. Hey traders, if you're struggling to find consistent profitability, then you need a coach or a mentor. The markets are just far too brutal of a teacher. I'm up over 170% on the year and on track to do well over 200, so triple the portfolio this year, 2025. So if you want to stop spinning tires and you're looking for someone to lean over your shoulder and teach you a model that works, but more importantly than making money, I'm going to teach you how to keep it and compound it through proper risk management. I'd love to have you join me. I'm going to give you an edge you can leverage for the rest of your life. See you there. So the other ones that I like would be coin. Guys, getting over the 50 here on coin, you got to swing the bat, okay? SE I like as well. Another one that gapped up on earnings, sort of been running away. We did have an entry here with triple R. I took some other names instead at this time, but we're getting a retracement. If we get a reaction at around our level and a remount of the 9, that could be an entry for us here. ZS is another one I've been looking to get into for a few months now. It's quite the shaky one though, I will say. But it's setting up here, guys, so we have some structure that it's honoring at around our level, so we got to pop through the structure, pull back, hold, right? And it is remounting the 50 here in pre-market. I think it might be time to give ZS a swing as well. Net is one that we trade often, and we got a bit of a stuff here. So this was prior all-time highs, is that green level, and we may be getting a shake and go at that level, but it's also a triple R setup. We get a strong company in a trend, and we get a retracement reaction at around our level, remount of the short term. So a bit of a shake and go and triple R stack there for net. And Hilton is looking decent here at all-time highs. It's pulling back off of it, but we've got a nice flat top here. It could also be a double top, so do be sure that we trigger, which in this one would be back over. Well, the 9 looks to be up there as well, so we need it over the 50 and the 9. But this looks like a bit of a shakeout to me. It's on volume though, so let's be cautious. But if this gets bought up, okay, right? If this would suggest that it went on sale, they stepped in and bought it up, okay, and got us back over the short term, that could be a trigger for us here on HLT, looking to clear those highs. And DDOG, another sort of shaky one, but she can go when she goes. And I like DDOG, okay? Same deal sort of as ZS was, is we're clearing this range, pulling back, retesting it. I think over the 50, this is worth a swing here on DDOG, and we'd be targeting recent highs with the stop. Well, I would probably get a trade off, something of this sort. I don't think we need to let it go all the way down to the 200, so Something like this would work for me. And we've got FUTU, another leader here, and we've got a strong company in a trend backed by growing fundamentals, retracement, reaction at or under level, back over the 9. FUTU is worth the look. And DraftKings is just something I'm looking at. I am anticipating a box breakout on this guy and sort of looking for an entry, but you know, at this point I think I need it back over the 50 to get maybe a quarter, possibly a half size, and then I would want it to break out of the box, come back, retest, show strength, and I would load up to full size on that move for a box breakout play. And as we've discussed many times, typically you will see the price range of the box repeat once we break out of it. Rhythm is one that I like as well, a recent leader that we've been looking for an entry on. Right, so a strong company in a trend backed by growing fundamentals, retracement, reaction at our level, at or around our level, remount of the 9. It is doing here in pre-market, so you know we may be getting jumped on a lot of our entries. So what again I look for in that is a confirmation intraday. It could be a red to green. If it pushes out of the gate, then I wait and I let it pull back and show me strength and push back towards intraday highs, and I would buy that. But I don't buy things straight out of the gate. I don't care which way it goes, right? I need a show of strength intraday, just as we do on the daily, guys. And AMD is another good one here, back over the 50, I think is one you've got to take a swing at. And TARS is the last one here today, one that got pretty rippy coming off of earnings, pull back to some major levels, we've got a reaction at around our level, and looking to remount the short term here would be a trigger for us here on TARS. But guys, as I said, look, we're just gapping and ripping again, okay? I'm not gonna stick my neck out there, right? They could push it up, pull the rug, right? And then that's what I want to see, okay? But I don't wanna be a part, I don't wanna be standing on that rug, all right? And if I do anything, it's gonna be max one full unit. I'm not gonna do FOMO. I'm not gonna load up into this knowing that we need a pullback, okay? So I wanna see this pullback, and I wanna see what level they step in, defend, and then get us back over our short term. Our entire list will be popping off with triple R setups. Guys, if you want the watch list, link is below. Also do check out the link to the 6-day boot camp.